Hey Rob.
Hey Kelly.
Come on in. This is Val, our men's class. We're here in the Unshattered shop here in Hopewell Junction. Thanks for stopping by. Unshattered is a nonprofit social enterprise. We're a business, but we're structured as a nonprofit, and we work with women in recovery from addiction. They hand make all of our products out of donated, repurposed materials like military uniforms, leather coats. A lot of these behind me here are sets from Broadway shows. Manufacturing scrap. So the goal is, after they've been through a 12-month recovery program, helping them build job skills and bringing them to employment so they can move towards economic independence and sustain sobriety. Yeah, we go out to a lot of craft fairs and events. We just did the Country Living Magazine fair up in Rhinebeck for 3 days. We do house parties like you would do a makeup party or something, where we'll come and the girls will tell their stories of recovery. You can shop. We also host parties in our store here, so you can come in, you can see we have all the fabrics and things. A group of people can come in, design their own bag, get to know the team a little bit, and really invest in the women. I was an executive with IBM previously, and my church is right next door to this building. And in December of 2015, I heard a gal named Emily share her story of recovery and being a child with some tough circumstances, and a friend thought it would be funny, 15-year-old friend thought it would be funny to get an 8-year-old high. And I always say, fast forward 10 years, she was a homeless mainline heroin addict. And the first time I heard her share that story, I thought there's no other outcome there. And it really changed my perspective on addiction and how people fall into that and how difficult it is to get out. So I started this thinking it was going to be just a little fundraiser. My big, huge dream was to help raise $10,000 for the Walter Hoping Home, but it really snowballed and took off, and I realized that the girls were learning job skills, and it was really helping in that transitional period to get them back on their feet. So I resigned from my career. We established as an independent nonprofit, and last year we cracked $100,000 in revenue. I love these women. They inspire me and change me and encourage me in ways I could not have imagined, and I really have so much respect for the work that they have done to go through recovery, and if there's anything I can do to help them sustain that and get back on their feet, I'm all in. I love watching the women learn about who they are and what they're capable of, and realizing that that they have value. And when they get to take the skills that they have had all along and apply them in a positive way, they're just unstoppable. I always say I spent my whole life being very judgmental about addiction, and I think a lot of people feel that way. I didn't understand how it started or what caused it or how difficult it was to get out of it, but there's a skill set there that's very transferable to employment and achievement of creativity and tenacity, and when you set your eye on something, you want it, these ladies figure out how to get it done. And when we can just channel that in the right direction, it's incredible to watch them realize how capable they are when they've heard otherwise for most of their lives. I found out about CrossFit from Emily in February of 2015. I found out that I carry the BRCA2 mutation, which means I have high susceptibility for breast and ovarian cancer. Genetically, I carry that. And so it was about 18 months of some significant surgeries. I had been a runner and a triathlete prior to that, but for almost 18 months I was, doctor's orders, not allowed to pick up anything over 15 pounds while I was recovering. And so I knew once I made it through that I really needed to rebuild my strength, and I kind of predicted if I went straight back to the running, I would probably have some injuries. So I really wanted to build the strength back before I built the running back, and Emily told me CrossFit was the way to do it. So joined the gym December of last year, and I have loved it. I think I'm naturally wired to be a high achiever, firstborn child. I've always kind of been that, just wired that way to work hard and do things, but it's also part of my faith. I believe God calls us to excel at things and to do well and to put forth our best effort at whatever we're doing. And so for me, it really comes down to a matter of integrity. That when I'm committed to something, I'm going to do the best that I can at it. I'm going to work hard at it. And if I've been given gifts and skills, whether that's in the business or working out at the gym or helping other people, I'm going to do the best that I can to give as much as possible to succeed. So it's Unshattered. Our website is unshattered.org. You can reach us at info at unshattered.org. We're located on Route 82 in Hopewell Junction, not too far past Daddy-O's and right next to Valley Christian Church. We incorporate on a lot of our products a gold. You can see the gold thread on this tassel. There's a Japanese art form called kintsugi, where when a piece of pottery was broken, they would use gold in the crack to put it back together and heal it. But it was so beautiful that it became a form of art, and that word kintsugi means more beautiful for having been broken. So that's kind of the theme behind our bags, behind the lives of the women, behind the scraps and pieces that we make it out of. More beautiful for having been broken, put back together into something with beauty, purpose, and wholeness.